Hello. Welcome back. How are we all? Hope we're doing well. I'm doing well. I just ran back to my desk because I forgot to get the water. I forgot water. I'm like, what is it in? It's a glass. Is it a cup? It's definitely not a bottle. It's fine. It's fine. We are surviving. We are awake, alive. Well, I mean, I think. Who is keen for more Final Fantasy XIV? Continuing the MSQ on my beautiful Paladin. Look at them abs. I mean, I know that they're metal, but I don't care. Look at them abs. Yes, queen. Let's go. Yes, let's log in. A soup bowl of water. I mean, I do have a, yeah. I mean, technically that's a noodle bowl, I think, but like, look. Excuse me, today has been like, go. So like, that was lunch and I haven't had a chance to put it away yet. Zam, well done on first. Dupe, well done with second. Just got you, like just. Amazing. Fourth, well done to Mike. Enjoy your lurk, Dupe. Enjoy your lurk. Back in the game. Ah, yeah. Hello, Demon. Welcome back. Well done on third, Erica. 99th, 11. Not quite. We're not quite there yet. Maybe soon. Hello, Demon. Hello, Rump. Welcome back to you too. A broth slurper. I have those, you know, those like the ceramic spoons, the dumpling spoons you get from the dumpling places, and you like poke a hole in the thing and you add your stuff and you. Yeah, I've got a few of those like really nice little ceramic ones. Maybe we should have like a really expensive redemption like for the rest of stream. Fear does her hydrate redemptions with a dumpling spoon. What is the actual name for those spoons? Because I feel like I'm being really ignorant right here. Like with that, I feel like y'all would pay to see that, even if you're paying in embers. Like I feel that's a. Always down for more Final Fantasy XIV. Yes, Stan. Yes, you want noodles? I did not have noodles from the noodle bowl. I know, blasphemy. I know. I actually had like savory mince. It was, we bought a whole lot of beef mince and just used we've got like, you know those spiralizer things that people use to make zoodles and stuff? One end does it shredded into those fine ones, but the other one just shreds it into this beautifully like artistic spiral, and he did it with carrot. So it was like carrot spirals and frozen peas in with the mince and just kind of cooked all that up. And then I heated it up and added okonomiyaki sauce, which is the sauce that like the brown sauce they use for okonomiyaki, which is like a Japanese pancakey thing. Dan! Thank you so much for the resub. 14 months. Amazing. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. No, mince, as in mince meat, not mince. I can't, my Invisalign, I've got the lisp had returned. It's fine. My camera looks funky, doesn't it? This doesn't look quite right to me. Or maybe it's just that screen. It might be, let me. Yeah, I think that's probably more appropriate. Let's just, I mean, shine bright like a diamond, I think was not supposed to be taken quite so literally. Turn that gain down. But yeah, so it's like savory mince with like veggies and stuff, and then I added the sauce and kind of stirred it all through it. Oh, so tasty. Really, really simple, but just really, really tasty. And really easy to like bulk out to if the meat prices and stuff are getting a little too exy where you are, or you don't eat meat, you can always add like beans and rice and all that kind of like cheap stuff that just adds, it's all in the sauce. It's all in the sauce. Always I'm a big fan of condiments in general. Some of you may know that like, yeah, a good sauce makes or breaks a meal. And so you can take something like a savory mince and you can add barbecue sauce, or you can add tomato sauce, you can add okonomiyaki, you could add teriyaki, you could add, like, there are just, whatever you put in just shapes the whole, yeah. Love food. don't know, always called the miso spoons, right? Yeah, those, yeah, like the flat, wide kind of, yeah. Or as we say in the rest of the world, ground, yes, ground beef. Yeah, minced. It is minced meat, and so we call it mince. We also have pork mince and chicken mince and turkey mince and kangaroo mince, and yeah, it's great. Mint. Yeah. My God, yes. Would love that. So many of the sauces I had, my fridge, you know how you have like, we've got like shelf, and then there's like at the bottom there's like the crisper drawer, the fruit and veg drawer, and then in the top there's like the shelf that comes out, like the really thin shelf we use for like cheese and deli meats and stuff like that. And then the door, we have like bottles that we've got like drinks in the bottom thing, and then we've got like two smaller shelves in the door, and then like a long shelf in the door. Those 2 shelves in the door and half of the top shelf in the fridge are all sauces. At one point I had, I think it was like 7 or more, 8. I can't remember the exact number, but I had that many different types of barbecue sauce. I'm a fiend. This is what yeah. Sauce fridge when? Yeah, now. Sauce fridge, bubble tea fridge, actual food fridge. That's what we need. That's what I need in my life. Yep. Yeah, I mean, by all means, just bring home sauce fridge, please. Address that send out local barbecue rub seasoning, or, I mean, I do have a PO box. Like, not to encourage you or not to tell you should, because, like, money, I get it. It's fine, but, like, I do have a PO box. It's down under the, I should make a command for it, should I? PO box for, like, privacy reasons. Y'all don't need to know where I live. Right. Thank you so very much to Square Enix for believing in me and my content and asking me to play your beautiful game. We are working through the main scenario quests, continuing to work through. We're up to the Reason Ryle, and I want to know what they got out of her in her interrogation. I'm so keen. Yeet package. Right, Erica? That's it. Things that cannot be got from Amazon. And things that don't necessarily ship to Australia either, because that's another problem. But yeah, so we're gonna jump on in and continue on. If you want to join me in game with a free trial, the free trial is huge, y'all. You have nothing to lose. It's totally free. Make yourself an account, dive on in, give it a crack. You can type exclamation FFXIV into chat, and you'll get a special tracking link to pass along to my sponsors how successful this campaign is, how successfully it is going. I mean, hey, the more people we get, the more folk we can get to sign up, like, the more likelihood of maybe future campaigns, including me, and things like that would be lovely. So feel free to follow that link, dive on in. Hello, Aggro, welcome back. I hope you're doing well today. Let us speak with Minfilia and find out where we're going to go next. Minfilia would like to discuss how best to proceed in light of recent developments. It's called strawberry seasoning, which throws some people off because the guy's last name is Strawberry, but it's a good barbecue dry seasoning. I mean, I would not be opposed to a barbecue dry seasoning with strawberries in it anyway. Like, I am all for really creative combinations of stuff. And I mean, if you're going to throw some strawberries in there for like sweet and tart, by all means. But yeah, that sounds really good. Sounds really good. I mean to scour the annals of for knowledge of Midgardsma. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few... Do you hear that? The commotion outside. Would you see if aught is amiss? No. Last time I did that, we had to move our headquarters. I didn't like that. It was not fun. Tight today. Oyama, 'tis well that you are on hand. We have a problem. Royale has escaped. It happened shortly after the Immortal Flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. 'Tis plain she received inside help. Citizens report seeing Royale quitting the city via the Gate of Nald with a bloodied spear in her hand. She makes for Castrum Meridianum. I'm sure of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to her imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilbert and the First are hot upon Royale's heels. I'm so sorry. My jaw is just not... Okay, we're good. Pray make haste to Camp Bluefog and join the hunt. I'm just gonna have to take it a little slower than my normal cadence of speech, I believe. Alrighty. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh! Community challenge is 95% complete. Most you at heart. Fear was a paladin. That's why I chose it. For the memes. 95%. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. There we are. Hello, Ilbert. My thanks for coming, Scion. I have spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Royale walked through the camp not a bell ago. Aye, she walked right through. You did not miss her. We have Ralban's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her. And so here we are. Royale must not be allowed to reach Castrum Meridianum. Alrighty. This is not Wildfire, that is correct. This is Final Fantasy XIV. The amazing Square Enix have granted me a sponsorship, and here we are playing through the MSQ on my wonderful Paladin, and, of course, my beautiful Chocobo named Lasagna, who I have missed dearly. I was mid-pull into you when I got a notification for your stream. Oh no, Zakro! Oh no, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Pulling a giant robot for shiny weapons. I mean, shiny weapons are the best reasons to bully giant robots. You're sharing the tea. I've had 2 cups of tea today. I'm feeling quite, like, up on it. Tears try handful, the Epic of Alexander, which is an alt. I mean, can we have tea as well, though? Can we do both? Can you have tea while doing tea? Is that allowable? I know, right, Fire? How amazing is that? Chocobo! Yes, agreed, yes. Automation, shorthand things. Oh no. I'm tired. Yeah, look. Yeah, yep. Final Fantasy XIV loves their TLAs, 3-letter acronyms. You absolutely could have tea while doing tea. I did. Perfection. I had a cup of morning red from T2, and then I had a cup of, let me try to get this, white tea lychee cocoa from, oh no, the tea shop? I think it's called the tea shop, but I could be wrong. White tea, lychee, cocoa. English tea shop. I got it wrong. English tea shop. But it was really, really good. Just a super mild flavor with like a hint of sweetness and just, yeah, it was a delightful. Have one called Uru, so I have been told. And the Gary, yep. Sounds delicious. It was part of a, oh, excuse me. It was part of a tea advent calendar that I didn't finish. That I didn't have the time to finish a couple years back. And, oh, so good, so good. Oh! Duty calls. Commence battle for the reason Royale. Level sync is in effect. Let's do it. Let's smack some stuff up. But yeah, it was delicious. As was the morning red. I added some bubble tea club cream into that one, and it was just perfection. This wretch was Rith Roal. He threw himself at us that his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down, not even when he started screaming. No loyalty, even to her own, the god's damned harpy. Spit. I'm not gonna actually do that. Would need to, yeah. With me, Scion, we almost have her. I mean, if it was tiles, I mean, maybe, but like, I'm not spitting on the carpet. That's gross. Commit to the character, Fear. Commit to the character. Oh, there she is. Square Enix is in Final Fantasy XIV Spittoon. No. Oh no. Oh, where's the healer? Medic. That one. The one on the other side as well. I think so. Oops. Death claws. Good. That's exactly what we wanted. Wonderful. Oh, let's not do that. Morning, Dee. Welcome back. Doing well today. We're going to play Final Fantasy XIV today, Erica. Continue through the MSQ and see how far we can get. So many shinies. Ooh, but which one is the shiniest though, my girl? Which one is the shiniest? Get pretty far on the MSQ? I reckon so. I reckon so. Like, we're still working through like the post-main bit of Aroma. We haven't hit Heaven's Ward yet. But maybe. So I'm just, you know what, I'm enjoying it so much that I don't even mind. It's just like, bring it on, come what may. Let's see how far we can get. Maybe you'll... Am I? Astrologian is very nice with the Astro ultimate abilities. All weapons are stunning. I can only imagine their spell effects are beautiful. Like, their actual actions that they take are just gorgeous. Oh my god, we failed? Uh-oh. Right. Good, let's try that again. And maybe actually, like, concentrate and see what I'm supposed to be doing. Someone died? They must have. I was not paying nearly enough attention because I was talking to people. So we're gonna skip the cutscene because I've already seen it. I wouldn't normally. But here we go. think I was focusing too much on the boss person and not enough, like, getting the rest of them down. Not like ad management thing. Repairing that Colossus, because I feel like that's what's happening now. Now making taking out the Colossus. Oh boy. Where did that come from? Yeah, much better. There we go. Oh, is it not on? Whoops. Gasps, pant. Bind her and do it tight. Yes, sir. Good work, men. She and her imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you falling so low. What would you know of low, you, a spoiled little lordling who has never known any want? People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it your God's given right to rule over others. You know naught of our plight, the injustice that we low-born Ishgardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to do to survive, stealing, killing, even whoring myself. It is no fault of mine if fools imagined me a paragon when I joined the Flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you the only person ever to have suffered. In case you have forgotten, Rauban himself was born into poverty. As was I. We lived hand to mouth, with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hand we had been dealt, and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different, then? 'Tis true that we were both mercenaries of lowly birth, and 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life has taught me one thing, it is that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. But enough talk. You will return to Uldar to face justice, and the people whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Yep, that's it. That's it. I hate when that happens, when the random NPCs die and you get thrown out. I was like, wait, what? Who? What happened? And of course, yeah, I don't have tank stance on. Oops. Universe where Final Fantasy XIV fear gets upset the glamour dresser isn't big enough. Yeah, no, that would that's gonna frustrate me for sure. Made the decision for the Dark Knight sword. Wonderful. I got to get me started on the glamour dresser. Far too much crap. Have a retainer dedicated to glam. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, that does sound lovely though. I had hand, foot, and mouth when I was little. It sucked. Oh no. Oh dear. Not so much as a hint of remorse. Tis well that this sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Relban chose. Ooh, weapon coffer.
I have heard. Truly bothersome business. No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Relban. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace. Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
I don't like this. Like this. Hi. Captain Ilbert and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Relban, and that shall be the end of it. Your work here is done, my friend. My thanks. But I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Minfilia of all that has happened. Isla is a bad name. Mashed potato. Huh? Oh, excuse me. I am aware that the antecedent held Royal in high regard. For better or worse, you will want to know how this tale ends. Okie dokie. Back to Mordona. Everyone calls Lala's potatoes, therefore mash the potato. Perfect. Calls for violence, exactly what we love. Ah, dear. He started it. Let me guess, you're gonna finish it? Uno reverse card. Oh, God. Deary me. Where am I? Sofa. I got a knocked hoplon and a Burt gang. Good. those. Shiny. Set matches now. Wonderful. Love that. Love that. Sure are words. They are indeed. Nice indeed. I like them a lot. The whole, the black, red, and gold aesthetic. Love that. Violence against the Laredo is always justified. The beautiful soothing music. Love it so much. Alright, Menthilia. Let's go.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alfino. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent.
Huayu, I was saying that
I
totally.
know not what to say.
Off. Good. Alright.
Together with Robon, Eileen lent us much needed aid at the time of our order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Ascians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled. My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with white auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Ascian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
In addition to auracite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Not even an educated guess?
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Habrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether.
That makes sense.
Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had two pieces of white auracite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
Not ideal.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
It would seem more research is in order.
Or
I'm going to
Yeah.
linger a while,
Fine.
perform a few more tests on the auracite. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
Quite cheeky.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Charlian motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Vow. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the Isle has been erased from existence.
Okay.
It was as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
That's just a little bit terrifying.
Aye. Yet the mystery endeth not with the Isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
I think you might be onto something, Moonbreeder.
All indications suggest Asian involvement. But I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the
There's an
Dark
island,
Beings
that's
call
right.
the one true God.
Yep.
We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
I was studying a thing called the rejoining, and a bunch of them from different places who were all studying the same thing happened to disappear at the same moment. Might they have become rejoined? Maybe? On a different plane of existence? Like, I mean... it makes sense. Hello, Jack, welcome back. Going well so far. Going well so far. Close to 60.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
I'm never gonna remember that Roal is Huayu. I'm just not. My brain is not going to retain that information. I apologize. I'm gonna try, but it's likely not gonna work. French go, yeah, like, look. I mean, I've never been good at languages in general. I mean, I was pretty good at, like, Indonesian in high school. Dude, that was half a life ago, literally. I've tried so many times to learn, like, Japanese, and it just doesn't stick. I can match the pictures to the sounds. Like, I can match up the characters to the sound that they make. But, like, beyond that, no. 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 You know how some brains are really good at languages and then others aren't very good? Yeah, no. It may. Something collapsed into a black hole. Something. Yeah, mood, right? It's, yeah. Why you?
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald.
Although I might be able to remember it as, like, why you? Why did you, like, betray everyone? Maybe that will work. Let's see. Let's find out.
But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash.
Australian. Still like Australian English versus American English versus, well, you know, English. People like 4 languages I've heard. Holy cow, that's amazing. People are just good at different things, and that's okay. That's okay.
We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the Primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The
Secrets.
Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerged to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the Calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Voris Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
Seven hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
You know, the kids are starting to mix disguise into disguise. Isn't that just like a burn apple tea, though? Like, people misunderstanding what the phrase is? Busy. Oh, nice. And
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me.
Sure. It doesn't even make sense. Like a blessing disguised as something that's not good. Like that actually, the phrase makes sense, but why a bad thing turning out to be good? Why is that in the sky? Why, like that, it doesn't make any logical. People are idiots. Let's put it bluntly.
By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or Monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monitorous scum! Your crimes will not go unpunished! Today I will purge this land of your sickness! Before the eyes of the 12, I swear it!
Love it. Get it out, Raban. Do the thing.
I shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace.
By the 12.
I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Thank you so much, Slain, for the resub. Much appreciated. 9 whole months. Enjoy your new sub badge. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Ever since he proposed the Cartiner Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The Monitorists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the Monitorists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Uldah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the Monitorists with a rod to beat Raban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah?
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people. For Ul'dah to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Roban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Ul'dah.
Oh boy.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Ul'dah will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people.
Oh boy. Oh, rain. Like I can have control over the weather.
Roban,
Yep.
forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
This is interesting. This is interesting. Dreams of Ice. Achievement unlocked. I can't talk to Minfilia. Oh, I have dungeons to do. Okie dokie. What's this? A recurring problem that I have? Is that a... Tells me to go do a recurring problem, so we're gonna go... Oh, unable to teleport at this time. Oh, is it because I'm talking? It might be. Yep, so I think... Hello there, Jazz. Welcome back, welcome home. Urianger in the Awaking Sands. Gotta do me some dungeons. Hard mode dungeons. Oh, dungeons with 8 people. Yep. Yep. I did one of them last week. And it turned out I was somehow the main tank. Yeah. But it's fine. Killed it. That's what matters, right? Shiva. Yeah. I think that was the one. Yep. Just the one boss. Is this where I think I have gone to the wrong place. where I've gotten to. How did I... Can I, like... Fairy dogs, is that why? Do I still have those envelopes? Good. Lunch. Oh no. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So much. Yes, your paladin, so your tank. Yeah, but I was main tank out of the two of us. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. About the Waking Sands TP, never used mine. Yeah, I forgot about them a little bit, and then I was reminded. This one, just here. Wow, since I've been back here. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, like, you guys told me, always have your stance on, so I did. Like... Waking Sands meme, indeed. Wait, what? Okay, whatever. Minfilia has need of your talents for a re-emerging primal problem. You played yourself? Yeah. Clearly. That's right. I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I'm afraid there is still work to do. The Ultima weapon's destruction, 'twould seem, has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more. Even as we speak, the Amaljar, the Ixal, and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites, and that is but half of it. Much to our dismay, all three tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something. Ahem. Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Oh, Ida. Pats. Far, far stronger. Their previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations. The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance in the wake of the Ultima weapon's maiden appearance. You will remember that as the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting. The ground companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. After deliberation, the leaders concluded that they must needs turn to us once more. To thee. The etheric waves that were observed in Mordona do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribe. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake this mission, Fiamma? I don't have a choice, do I? You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we would do without you. Go ahead, Thancred. Ahem. With circumstances as they were, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Fiamma. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. A string of failures had left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow scions. But instead, I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you, it shan't happen again. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. Thancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one sure step at a time. Urianger has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. Crunchy primals. Alrighty. Such knowledge as I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Whether man or beast man, we are wont to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. That despair doth begin with the Amaljar, who may have already summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thancred now returned, thou wouldst do well to seek his counsel. No reward, how dare. Ifrit bleeds, we can kill it! Oh my lord! Oh my lord. Ifrit bleeds, we can kill it. I love it so much. Oh, it's good. Confirmation has just arrived from the Immortal Flames. 'Tis as Urianger said, I fear. The Amaljar have already summoned Ifrit. A confrontation with the Lord of the Inferno is inevitable. I would like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but the students of Baldessian insisted that I refrain from taking to the field where it concerns primals. Oh, excuse me, the puns are bountiful. I love it so much. I know not the workings of it, but it would seem that recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everybody's sake, I must sit this one out. Instead, I will focus on gathering and analyzing data. Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted a preliminary investigation into Ifrit. They may well have information that will be of use to you. Do pay a visit to the Hall of Flames and speak with Commander Swift. One last thing before you depart. Doubtless you remember Minfilia's words, but this Ifrit is a far cry from the primal you first defeated. You will want to assemble your most dependable comrades for the mission. Be safe, my friend. Onward! To victory! If anyone wants to join me for this, by the way, prepare yourselves. Because I feel like we're gonna head in soon. Fiamma, we thank you for coming. The Flame General will be heartened to hear that you have answered the call. As we have already relayed to the Waking Sands, Ifrit is returned. For the sake of peace in the region, we humbly request that you vanquish him. The primal is to be found in his domain, the Bowl of Embers. To get there, you must use the Beastman Aetheryte found within the depths of Zaharak, the Amaljar stronghold. The Amaljar have constructed their own Aethernet from salvaged Aetheryte shards. This being the case, you should be able to use it without a problem. No doubt you already know this from your fellow Scions, but the present incarnation of Ifrit is far stronger than the last. Facing him with any fewer than 7 of your stoutest comrades would be ill-advised. That is all the intelligence we have to share. The rest is in your hands. I shall pray for your victory and safe return. Oh, so I can't just, like, queue for it? Oh, okay. Firm handshakes? Yeah! I had to invite you to a party. Look. Memories, they are things. Friends list. There you go. Invite to party. Amazing. Alright, so I'm heading down this way. I have to attune to the threat. Flappy, flappy, flappy! Flappy bird, yep. Flappy lasagna, even better. That was the inside of your mount. That's, yep, sure. Wait, in here too. Fine. Yeah, now. Yeah, now. Back. Oh. Really, it's this side? Okay. Okay. Oh. All Ember's Hard now accessible. Info Garuda Awakening. So I do still have to do this to be able to do the quest. So I might as well do it now, but then start towards the next quest, I'm guessing is the answer here. Because the wait time will be for like I can do the next quest events. Okay. Back to the Waking Sands. Okie dokie. There's my envelope. There it is. At the wall. Perfect. But I do have to unlock the other ones too. So I'm queued for this one, and now I'm working towards queuing for the next one, kind of thing. While I wait for the queue. At least I feel like that's the right way to roll. Average wait time is 6 minutes. It's not too long. I'm guessing it's mostly healing thing. Okay. Alright, well this one's in for a Garuda Awakening, so I'm guessing that's, yep. It's also, like, it's actually hanging off the MSQ bit up here, so I'm just gonna keep doing them, I think is the goal. Yeah. Yeah. In for, nope. Where's this one? Where's this Papa Limo? Oh, it is, and I can't do that yet because I've got to do the dungeon first. Ugh. Well, we are going to wait for a minute. Okay, what I might do? Let's go outside and fish. What do you think would be the best? No, look, let's leave it as it is. Yeah, let's leave it as it is. So that I can show the steps of the story on stream and all that. I think that's probably most in line with what we should be showing in terms of the sponsored stream and stuff. I reckon that's the right. Go for it. Fish. That's it, Sam. That's it. Hello, Josh. Welcome back. Fishing. Look at me and my patchy pants. Yeah, alright. Yoink. Vespa Bay. Got the special one up there, but that's fine. Bad Bay. Doesn't say anything about fresh or salt. It's saying fish close to the water surface, so let's give it a try. Tiger cod. Is that? Not like a refresh button. No? Okay. Tiger cod. Fish! Yep. Love that. Yay, fish. Oh, another type card. Try one of these. Fly and see. Find anything. No. Okay. Rat tail. No, they do. Yeah, the floating minnow was working. Shiny. Oh, an oyster, a large oyster. Delicious. Wow, since I had oysters. So expensive. Ah! Child, we found an amazing fried chicken place. Hear us. Jas is very happy. And it's like really reasonably priced as well. Probably not as large as the place we went to with you guys. And they don't have like fancy cocktails with fairy floss on them and stuff. So, you know, but it's walking distance and I'll take that. Love a place you can walk to. It's better than coming north side, yeah. But like, there are other benefits to going north side. Friends. You know? Rotate through again. Let's try the Gobi Bowl for ocean fishing. See what we can find. Matter fun. Thank you so much for the resub. 48 months. That's 4 whole years. That is amazing. Thank you so much for your support. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Cow. Alright, what? I feel like I'm supposed to be using the highest level stuff I can. Let's go with patience. Increase the chance of landing large size fish. Let's just see how that goes. I mean, you can if you want. I'm not really sure how this works. I just want to do it as like a as authentic an experience as possible, you know? That's all. So like, yeah, no, if you wanna okay. Perfect. Let me yep. Unable to promote party leader. Is it because I'm mid-cast? I think it might be because... Boom! Oh, never mind. Not gathering. Full party! Spoopy. Rawr. Let's do this. Oh no! Boom! Weapon coffer. Ooh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would actually Whoa. Okay. Out we hop. Some very pretty weapons. Yeah. Alrighty. I got Ifrit's blade. Try on. Dangerous looking. Alrighty. So now that we've done the dungeon, let's hop back in here and speak to Paladin and get the next quest in our chain. Nice and easy. So I'm not cringe. Good. Alrighty. Fiamma, I hear you have triumphed over Ifrit. Of course, this is no less a feat than I would expect of a warrior of light, but well done all the same. Now, I full had a mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus, but the celebration must keep. Garuda, I am afraid to say, has also returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals, not to dishearten you, but in her latest incarnation, that appetite has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she has already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back to the ether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Ida and I will assist the Order of the Twin Adder in their recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, 'twas the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, that storm is as a spring breeze beside what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. And so we must count ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adder chanced to discover a Beastman Aetherite leading to the Howling Eye. I did that one. Before you do aught else, I suggest you pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and have words with Commander Helu. He will be able to do something. Make no mistake, the Lady of the Vortex will prove a formidable opponent, but I believe that you can weather the storm. May the 12 keep you safe. Okie day. Let's go. Don't forget to click that link in chat for access to your own free trial. Jump on in, have a play, you've got nothing to lose. And it's so much fun, honestly. That is a tracking link. I don't make any cash from that. This is a sponsored stream. I'm being paid a flat rate through that. The link is just to track how successful the campaign has gone, how many people have clicked through and created their free trials, to determine whether or not it was money well spent on the sponsorships for me and other streamers. It's all, I don't believe that that's, I mean, it might be one that's just for me, but I don't believe it is. I'm not actually completely clear on that. Started Heavensward today. Congratulations, Cry. Well done. I don't believe I'm quite at Heavensward just yet. I've been told that I will know when I get there. I'm just doing the post-game Realm Reborn content so far, but enjoying myself nonetheless. Welcome on in. Heavensward is very good, indeed. Fiamma of the Scions, we are grateful for your aid. As you will already know, the accursed Ixal have summoned Garuda once more. Since her return, she has wasted no time unleashing her fury upon the region. Extensive damage has been reported in both the Twelveswood and Kurthus. She must be stopped, and soon, lest more lives be lost. In the name of the Elder Seedseer, I humbly request you put an end to her reign of terror. As in the past, Garuda keeps her court within the Howling Eye, which is perpetually protected by a raging tempest. Fortunately, we have learned of an alternate way into her domain. The Ixal have constructed an Aetherite within Natalan, their stronghold in the central highlands of Kurthus. This Aetherite will take you to Garuda's tempestuous realm. We owe this discovery to the Ishgardians, who the Elder Seedseer says desired to repay the kindness you showed them. For the sake of our people as well as theirs, may your mission be met with success. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Rude. off to Dragon Head. You most certainly will know. Brilliant. Good to hear. Oh, goodness. Can I just like fly over the whole thing, or will it block me with a invisible? I feel like it's gonna block me with an invisible. Yeah. Maybe not. Okay. Certainly an interesting segue from post ARR to Heaven's Ward. Noted. Noted. If you look cold chill up your spine even though it's 35 degrees outside, that's how you'll know. Schmack. Howling Eye. Ow. And the next one is going to take me back to... Yep. Okay. In that case... Back while we wait. Oh, did you want me to give you lead? Before the game asked me to, fantastic. Okay. That button. Yes. There you go. Oh, right, yeah, so it withdraws. Oh, yeah, good, good. And a massive blue quest spree. Sounds like a plan, sounds like a plan. Yeah, because this is a sponsored stream, thank you very much, Square Enix. There are some guidelines around what kind of content they'd like me to do, and so far it's been play the MSQ, enjoy the MSQ, and so that's what I've been doing, and I genuinely have been enjoying it. So off we go through there. Who knows, maybe we'll have a future stream and they'll be like, okay, we want you to unlock this and this and this and this and then I'll be like, oh, okay. All right, let's go do that. Where do I find these? Last week we went through and did the Little Ladies Day, a special event, which was really fun. So cute. Very much enjoyed. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, Zekrol does his thing. Back to some fishing. Like conflict, stream the entire Crystal Tower series. Yeah, look. We'll see, we'll see. They seem to have a pretty good sense of what is appropriate for a player at my level of experience to be doing. So that's really good. Every time we wrap up stream, I give them some feedback on what we did, where we went, how far we got, and I get like a little thing that's just like, cool, do this, do that, on your way kind of thing. So yeah, it's nice. They're really good to work with. Really, really good to work with. I watch some marijuana resub. Aw, sorry to hear that, Shift. That maybe you just haven't found the particular type of content that that vibes with you all the way through. That's alright. Yeah. Everyone runs into the group Lamau. I mean, look, I'm happy to provide what I can. I don't know what that means. I have a feeling that I'm not sure I want to. Fishing is so much fun. I agree. So much. What am I, level 28 now? Just while we wait for stuff. Okay. Not good. I'm on Materia. Best experience for players in the Oceanic region. Pebble crab! So cute. It's my first one. Lovely. Large one. All right. Reel that in. Oh, come on, delete the thing. Goodness sake. Why am I? Oh, I gotta put my. Right, okay. I keep forgetting that. There we go. Yes. Good. Oh, because yep. Fine. Amazing. Was eventually. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alrighty. So let's keep the discussion friendly for our sponsor. Like to work with them again in future sometime. So pretty. Oh my god, Natch, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Much appreciated. Very generous of you. Let's go, creepy bird lady. To the Dungeons 3. Achievement unlocked. It's nice. Music is awesome. It's much fun. Something will happen again. It's hard but ultimate. Yes. Yeah. I'm still a baby. Hop. Alright, let's go knock out the next couple of quests to unlock the last one. Well, technically I'm a returning player, not a sprout. I'm a bloom. All right. Let's hop in here and grab the next quest. I think the next quest. Alright, cool. Sprout adjacent, correct. I'm still a sprout too. Yes, maternal sprout. Yep. That's it. That's it. Alright, in a Titan spot. Yes. So both Ifrit and Garuda are now vanquished by your hands. Truly, you have earned yourself a rest. Would that you had the luxury of time to enjoy it. It pains me to say that Titan is also returned, and with a vengeance. As with the case with his primal brethren, he is grown stronger than he was before. When I went about my investigation, all indications suggested that the kobolds were nowhere near ready to resume their summoning rites. But it turns out they were deceiving us. I should have known better. The kobolds' subterranean domain runs deep, and they can easily hoard crystals with our being none the wiser. And a vast hoard it must have been. Till now, Garuda was the most powerful among the 3 recently active primals, but according to our latest readings, Titan has usurped that honor. A primal's might is determined by 2 factors: the amount of crystals it is gorged upon, and the fervor of its believers. I would like nothing more than to measure precisely how strong the Lord of Crags has become, but I fear the time for such prudence has run out. We have already received an official request for assistance from the Maelstrom, and as you might expect, it is addressed to you. For your previous encounter with Titan, you travelled to his demesne by way of the Aetheryte first discovered by the Company of Heroes. Sad to say, this Aetheryte no longer seems to respond. But do not despair, for the Maelstrom has reportedly found another in its place. You will want to speak with Commander Riki at Maelstrom Command for the details. I cannot stress this enough, but Titan has grown fierce and strong. See to it you spend no preparation. Okay. Map me. Let's go. Gets in the game. Extreme, because that can happen at its best. But it's 4 AM. All good, all good. Oh, is pain. 4 wipes. Ooh. What you got there? That's impressive. That's impressive as well. Landslides. Ugh. Flashback. Oh no. Oh no. Alrighty. But it's still forever implanted in my head. Oh dear. Good place to be though. Usually relatively safe. Oh goodness. Good. Look, it's aggro. Well, it was. Not now. Alright. Private Ventonov, your presence is most welcome. I'm chagrined that we must turn to you again to lay Titan low. No doubt this is yesterday's news to you, but the Lord of Crags has returned more ferocious and formidable than he was before. We cannot fathom how the kobolds were able to obtain such vast stores of crystals, and in so short a time. We will learn the answer in the coming moons, I suspect, but first things first. We need you to vanquish Titan before he and the kobolds have a chance to wreak havoc on Limsa. You have felled the primal before, and we believe that you can emerge victorious once more. We've learned of a new Aetheryte that will take you to the navel. It's situated deep within Ugamaro Mines. Not the most convenient of locations, admittedly, so you will have cut yourself a path. Please make all haste. Titan's mere presence emboldens the kobolds, and 'tis only a matter of time before they move in force against us. May the Navigator guide you on your way, Private. Okay. To Camp Overlook. Fantasy 14 player. Just do whatever you want. All the good fun. At the moment, yay! It's having a fit. Oh no! It's not fun. At all. I have to go in the mines, so I can't like fly over to get to it. Yeah. Oh well. Right. Oh, it's broken. Okay, I see, I see. Shiny, shiny! Oh yeah, I think so. You have to ask that girl. I think so. No, totally. Thank you, Majesty. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing really well. Welcome back. Yes, we have. Brilliant. Yeah, we did that. I had no idea what was happening, but it happened. It happened. Alright, we're good. I've got it unlocked now. If you want to form up the rest of the party, you can go right ahead. Back to it's Tom. Head on off after, yep. How long are you streaming today? A while. Wow, no, I've got a fair bit to go. Not sure. There'll be like a break in the middle. It's a two-parter today, and I'm not 100% sure when that's gonna happen. But Uni's been a lot. I can imagine. I hope you're enjoying it though. Sure. It's not something I'll be doing on stream though. That is for sure. Yep. Well, I will get to stuff when I get to stuff. Sure. Also not journalist difficult. Yeah, I used to do night shift stuff as well, and yeah, you're not wrong. It's not super easy, but it's not for everyone, that is for sure. Some people can just like do it eternally, and others, yeah, definitely not. Yeah. What you gotta do, hey?
By the 12,
Latras, thank you so much for the resub. 24 months, 2 whole years. That is amazing. Thank you so much for your support. Hope you're doing well today. Does mean it gives me upside? Absolutely. I'm doing very well, thank you, Majesty. Very, very, very well. Truly enjoying myself and getting along. So yeah. Regardless though. I mean, look, when you have a contract from a company that directs you how to experience their product, you tend to follow the contract. just like as a side, I am very well aware that that's a very niche case. However, I'm gonna play the game how the company tells me to. Out of respect for my sponsor, I'm gonna do what they ask. Nobody here? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's rough for CTV, but it was great fun. I mean, I had a lot of fun. I walked in and pretty much immediately died, like a bunch of times. I think I got locked out of one because I didn't run back fast enough. But no, it was an enjoyable experience overall. Amazing to watch as well. Gosh, the fights are just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Big boy! Thank you. Part of the platform is gone. Alrighty. Amazing. Thank you so much. Ta-da! Yep, that's it. Much appreciated. Of course, do the thing. Enjoy. Enjoy. I'm gonna go continue my mescue. Pops off and Judy find out good. Hope everyone else had fun too. Right. Vortex weapon coffer, I got me a Garuda's Gaze. And in the crag weapon coffer, I got me the Wall of Crags. That's funny. Okay. There's the door. There's the door. I know what I'm doing. What are you talking about? Soon, of course. Have fun. Enjoy the food. It is delicious. Alrighty. What's up, Manphilia? What's up? I am most eager to address the Ashen threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. We're not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason. True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Fiamma in particular is ever a steadying hand who I trust will continue to support the Braves. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Uldar? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Talegi Adalegi and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Raban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. Saint Shiva, indeed. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time travelling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be for the best if I were to remain in Uldar, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Moonbreeder's research is proceeding as planned. So she tells me, though I am not familiar with the details. Urianger is poring over his tomes of the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Fiamma, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphino and his braves with theirs. It would do much to restore faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Riol's last report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Uldan riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. Alrighty. Pleasure as always, Fiamma. You'll be escorting the commander to Uldar, I take it? Actually, I had another task in mind for her. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for her benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons what found their ways into refugee hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising. A rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Fiamma, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Fiamma? Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Uldar. I expect good tidings. Don't forget you can hit that link in chat for your own free trial. It's also a tracking. It's not a like an affiliate link. I don't make any money from it. It's free. But it does track how successful the campaign is and can help determine whether or not they decide to run more campaigns in future. So by all means, feel free, if you don't already have a free trial, to jump on in and try it for yourself. Actually, can I just... Yes. Let's do this. Up and away we go. Ah, Fiamma, my scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a woman of your standing, and Commander Levilla needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men ever have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. Righty. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Fiamma. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the black marketeer unawares. Why are you blowing out warm air? Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. Who goes there? An adventurer? Damned fool, you should have never come here. Nowhere. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, I see. It's hidden behind the, like it's hidden inside the fate. Okay. Oof, excuse me. I don't understand. What's this all about? Ah! Oh gosh. As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out, but before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard, and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander Levalier will be most disappointed. Damn it all, a golden opportunity wasted. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of Duskwhite sellswords we suspect may be them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the Immortal Flames or the Brass Blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons, yet even that accomplishment is lacking. For the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. Roll. Na 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 na. I will join the first in their hunt for the Duskwhite sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Uldar in my stead. Entrust them to the third's Yuyuhas. He will take care of the rest. Collect crate. Onward. Oh, I can. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Graves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Kurthus. Now, what brings you to us this day? If... A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilberd, you say? Understood. Once we've catalogued the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Riol stated with confidence that there would be far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly, Riol is unfamiliar with the ways of Uldan merchants who ever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the cerulean processing plant. Time for the fourth to earn their keep, eh? Well, fight well, Alian, for the freedom of all. Freedom of all. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the immortal flames will hear of your contribution. Until we meet again. Fiamma, a word if it please you. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time, don't you worry. Ruh-roh. I am the nervous. Thanks for indulging me request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and the bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the Burnham Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. That's not quite how they first told it. These Duskwights they were chasing. Latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself. Not before the fighting started, and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what is, but I can feel it in my bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's books, or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I've a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, best get back to it. Something doesn't smell right. Ooh, ring ring. Fiamma, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you're able. Uh-oh. Now what? Now what? We have not had very good luck with bases, have we? Sorry. Thank you for coming so quickly, Fiamma. We've a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most, determined lady, by all indications. Our guest is with the Antecedent and the Solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we?
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. I believe the two of you have met.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard-Sorma himself who cried out on this occasion.
Uh-oh.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against them, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Gallian fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Ariange has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard-Sorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard-Sorma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
Let go.
We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
That's not good. Alrighty. Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As Urianger stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius von Baelsar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgardsummer, legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrias. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's ceruleum engines failed, and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing ether for realms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Americ's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done, and precious little time to do it. I'm at the closest one already. So let's just hop out of here. Leave the solar. Thanks, Dan, for the hydrate. Much appreciated. Zoom zoom! So shiny. So shiny. Alright, Doman Watch. Let's go. You're in luck, miss. I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castrum supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. So it's true then. The Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again. Well, from here that seems rather unlikely, but if it's assurances they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrias, then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. Indeed, Coin. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well today. Okay, Keeper of the Lake. Let's go with a party of NPCs. A lot of these early on duties, like the smaller duties, you can do them with a party of NPCs. Because the Final Fantasy series itself has been a single-player RPG for such a long time. In more recent history, Final Fantasy XIV has shifted so that you can experience most of the story early on as a single-player RPG as well. Obviously, you'll still encounter other players and things like that, but you don't have to necessarily play with them. You can do it by yourself for the most part. Not all, but a lot of it can be done solo. Okay, so I'm going to head in with the NPCs. Benefit is instant queues, of course. Okay. Onward. Gives me joy. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. That's lovely. Our first boss. Oh dear. Hey. Let it run. Wonderful. On to the next one. Now we can open the gate. And up we go. Dust. Really pretty. Like the alarm lights are just really pretty. This is super interesting. It's a lot of defenses for something they're looting for spare parts. Tells me that's not quite right. Oh, boss time. Edutech gunship. I know, right? So close. And there it is. Ooh, there it is. Keep an eye on Discord. I'll explain how that's gonna work. In Discord. Sticking with a pointy end 6. Delicious. You can now accept the next job. Clash job quest. I hit 60. Hey! I hit 60. Good morning, Sen. Welcome back. Righty. I don't have enough context to be able to answer that question, sorry. Hey! Another Mapping the Realm achievement. Lovely.
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet?
waiting for them to like join the fight, and it's like, no friggin'. Really interesting music for it's like frantic but also kind of peaceful. One of the rings was an upgrade. Nice. Now we hop.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve. Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Well, there's this whole thing happening.
Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive. Seven children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end. Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen. Hearken to me, Paladin. I remember, and I consent. Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Okay, so he said he consented. Did I? I didn't quite catch that. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good. In fact, that's really, really bad. I think. Looks bad.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing. Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
Oh, look! It's a baby! Look, it's a baby.
The
Danny Durgan.
binds me to thee.
That smells good. Mm. Thank you. Thank you, coconut. Yes, amazing. Thanks so much. There we go.
I shall watch, listen, and wait.
Sure, I'll see it in a second.
Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp.
I mean, he's not wrong. Bye-bye, Stone Dragon.
I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth our beginning and an end.
Getting a new little follower. Clearly not. Clearly not. Ah. You may summon Midgard Swimmer by selecting the corresponding entry within your minion guide under character in the main menu. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Ah, but you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphino left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. I appear to be locked at level 60. Okay. Rising Stones. There we go. I'm like, excuse me. May I enter, please? No, it's not. 90s max at the moment. Boss. Oh no. Might be the max I can get with my current account. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Americ's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it? Then I would hear your report. Blah, 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 dragon. Blah, 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 danger. Blah, 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 Heidelin. You conversed with Midgard Soma? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Aymeric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard Soma in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection, and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Americ's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. You're often enough in conversation. Is there something you are not telling us, Fiamma? You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you are missing something. Something important. Well. Beam of light shot through me. Platform's gone. Stones are dead. 12 for Fend. Midgard Soma stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel? A little less shiny. I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgardsormr made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althik and Nemea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgardsormr ever watch over the source from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidelin herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Durgan! Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Bum.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Wormlord and lived to tell the tale. I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defences and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgardsormr who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance, and pray that our fears are unfounded. Deary me. Well, that feels like a fairly neat spot to wrap up today's sponsored stream. I'd like to say very many thanks to Square Enix for believing in me and my content yet again. We'll be jumping back in next Wednesday to see where this goes. Ether on Demand is our next MSQ. I'm very looking forward to seeing what happens. We're at like this moment of oh no. So I'm keen to see where it goes from here. Thank you very much for joining me. The stream will continue momentarily, but due to contracts and whatsy hoovers and stuff like that, the stream will shut off. But I'll be back as soon as I can to continue on until I hope my usual finishing time, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, I will see you shortly.